Oh, there we go. Hello, everyone. Now I can actually see your chat on here. Hello, hello. Thank you, Joe Bro. I'm doing great. No, I um, I went out and got myself a webcam because I've got a gaming computer and it did not have any camera on it. So I have a webcam that I had purchased. It's a little cheap one, but I don't really need to show my face too much or have a good quality for that since it's just a small corner of the camera. But I wanted to make sure I got a good microphone because I use that for both this and also for my audio for my videos I make. Normally, I just record off of my screen, but I record my videos using my phone. But this time, I decided to try something new. Oh, and sorry about that. You guys had to see my FaceTime because I logged out on my phone there. But anywho, today, like my page says on there, I'm going to be doing heroics. Thank you, Thrillhouse Tapdog, for Georgia Senator. I'm not going to get into politics too much, but whoever's going to win is going to win today. So I guess we'll see. Jobro asked, "What software do you use for a phone?" Looking into doing that myself. All right, so yeah, before I start streaming, I can explain. So, when it comes to recording videos for YouTube, I just record using the actual recording feature that the phone has. So just the camera and the audio, the microphone that comes with the camera. When I'm recording my screen, there's actually, let me show you, on the iPhone, if you open up your command center, which is from the bottom right, there's different widgets you can add on here, and one of them is that, I'm not going to push it, but next to the camera there's that like double circle. That's the record screen option. So if you click on that, that'll actually record your entire screen, and so I use that when I'm recording for like my videos where it's just showing my screen and maybe I'm battling or something. But for doing live stream, you have to use a third-party software like OBS. So I'm using OBS, and that allows me to select the different sources. So one of the sources is my webcam for the video. One of the sources is my microphone for the audio. One of the sources is a game capture that there's just a program you can get for your computer to be able to display whatever's on your phone. So that's the easiest way to display it onto the screen here. And then I also have a text source as well, so I could change that to, instead of saying heroics with UndrDawg, it could say hello, how are you, or whatever I want. So that's kind of explaining that. And then when I'm actually editing my YouTube videos, I go down to my garage and I have my iMac in there because iMovie is just by far the easiest thing to edit on. So I can just shoot the videos in here or down there, recording with my phone, and then airdrop to the iMac. Whatever needs to go, whether it's photos or it's the video, or if I need to record recording, I can do that as well. So, anyhow, that hope that answers your question, Joe. Let's see. Melima said, "This is so cool. I get to watch you live on Twitch. How cool is that?" Well, how cool is this? I don't know what I'm doing, so hopefully this is making sense. I know it's got a delay of like 30 seconds or something, so if you do hear me ask a question, I know I have to wait. But anywho, before I start, I just kind of want to show you guys two different things. This is my arena deck that I have here on UndrDawg. I'm still waiting and hopeful that I'll get Tapdog back, but in the meantime, I'm focusing on UndrDawg, training him up, trying to get him up. And so I just, this morning, went through Mr. Andersam's optimizer and was able to readjust this deck. I only have 4 critical strike cards, so they're all in here. I do have a 5th one that's like the Yoda card. I can't remember what it's called, Master Y, I think. But that one I haven't even started leveling, so that's long term will be added in here. But besides those, I've got, let me sort these by rarity level. I've got 5 Onyx combo cards in here. They're all level 4, and that's intentional because I don't want them with my AI version of my deck to combo with each other. So if you leave them all at level 4, they often won't, and they'll combo with the other cards instead. So you've got the 4 Onyx combo cards here, I'm sorry, 5, and these are the only 5 that I have. on UndrDawg. I think on TapDawg I had like 25 or something crazy. But on here, you got to use with what you have. Then you've got those guys. In terms of gold combo cards, I have a couple that are fused, but most of them are unfused. So Bear, Extraterrestrial, Life, Multiples, and Space are my fused ones. All the rest, what I'm currently working on is getting them up to level 5. So I still have Energy, Pocket Pet, and Science left to go. And I believe Science is the next one to level up, then Energy, and then lastly Pocket Pet. And that's just based on their combo scores, I guess you could say, and how well they'll do. Then I got my silver combos, and you can see they're all fused, and that's those. Same thing with my 3 bronze that are in there. When I recently redid this, it had me take out an extra void and an extra magic I had and put in the Pocket Pet and the energy card because I did not know that those needed to be in here. So, anywho, that is this deck, but that's not the deck I'm going to be using today. I also have my deck 2, which, let me see, is there anything else that needs to go in here? I don't think so. So deck 2, what I use this for, and this is just something that I find is a little pro tip, but I put all of my cards in here that I don't want to be recycled. And so you can see there's some angels in here that are level 2 and Ash level 2 and Bat level 2. And those cards, they will be used for research purposes. And so I've already trained them on all their level 2 combos, but they still have to do their level 4 combos. But I don't want to accidentally recycle them. So if you put them in a deck, they'll not be at the front of your list. And so it's just an easy way to be able to keep them kind of filtered out. So that's why this deck has, it's hard to see because of how the text is written off, but it's 101 cards in there. But again, this isn't the deck I'll be using for Heroics. The deck I use for Heroics is deck 3. And I'm going to switch it over to Master Healer real quick before I forget. So this deck has 69 cards in it currently. Basically, it's any card that's level 3 or higher that I have in my set. So if I go to my library and sort these by level, you'll see it's just level 2s and level 1s that are in here. I could probably add the Master Alchemist cards in, or the Master's Apprentice cards, or even the Zombie Bear, because they kind of have a decent enough defense, but I don't think they'd really help me at all, so that's why I haven't added them. And then these combo cards, since they're level 2, when they combo with a level 4 card, it's not as good as if they were to combo if they were level 3. So eventually I'll level these guys up to level 3 and put them into the deck, but for now they're staying at the level 2 because I'm just working on researching. If I go to the research section, you can see I've got them all filled up right now, going nonstop. Every morning I get new ones to research. But alright, so we're going to start with deck 3. Before I go into the Heroics and start them though, let me see if I had any other questions. Joe said, great, I've got everything but game capture, I think. Appreciate it, that's very helpful. Yeah, so the game capture device I'm using is actually called Lonely Screen. It is has a free trial on it. I do not know what it costs long term. But as you can, I didn't know I could put my mouse on there. That's fun. Maybe later. Sorry, there's a pop-up on the screen there. So it's called Lonely Screen. I got it for free, and I'm using it for free for now. I don't know how long it will last before it has to pay for it, but for now it's working as intended. I haven't done enough research to see if there's anything else that most people use, or if there's one I should just pay $10 for or something and use that. But anywho, that's that. And then finally, let's see, comments from Appleman. Pog, thank you. I hope you're talking about me. Although I'm old enough to know that when I would use the word Pog, it meant a little round disc that you would hit and slam with a piece of plastic. What a flex. Oh, I don't know about that. This is not a flex deck. It's kind of easy to say that, but no, this is not a flex deck. All right. So on today, because I wanted to do Heroics, again, my goal with Heroics, before I start, let me see, can I record? I'm going to record. My goal with Heroics, as I said last week, is to finish the first 10 bosses with this deck. Last week, I could only get through the 9th guy, Xanthar, or whatever his name is, and I couldn't beat boss number 10. So, hopefully today, with you guys watching live, I will be able to do that. If I finish it on the first one, maybe I will try to do some live online battles. Yeah, yeah, we'll see. All right, so let's begin. And I will try to look at your comments in Twitch chat. I also have Discord in the background too, so I can see that. Mushwush said, am I going to do online battles? That's why I mentioned it. But I'm not going to respond with texts and whatnot. All right, so when it comes to heroics, I try not to use my Onyx at the beginning if I don't have to. I do want to quickly get full combo meter so I can be getting as much health as possible, and I start with Master Healer to get up my health on the easy bosses, so when I get to the harder bosses, I'm able to use Master Elementalist. What a horrible way to start with 1 health left. Let's see, and that doesn't combo with anything, and I don't want to do any of those. This is the most horrible way to start. But so anyway, yeah, you want to be able to get your combos quickly so you can get your health up, so that way when you start to do Master Elementalist, maybe 5 bosses in or something, you have a health that's padded. Let's see, I got a couple comments in here too. 5 of the OCCs. I only have 2. Well, you know what, Appleman? I think with time you can get more. So don't worry if you only have 4 currently. I think I have to do that because none of these really combo. Yeah. I'm going to go with that one. Jark said, also, are you going to make a video out of the stream or probably not? I am recording it, so we shall see if I'm able to make a video out of the stream. But if you're watching on YouTube, hi YouTube. Write some nice comments in the chat, and I'll try to respond to them. I think I can go with this one. Dustmaster here. Beat 3rd Anna today for the first time. Patience, patience. Awesome. Way to go. Yeah, I mentioned this last week when I streamed. I think I could get through the first 3 sections, or maybe I couldn't get past the very end of the 3rd one just because I run out of cards, but I do know it takes a long time to get the new cards to upgrade and then see how that lets you extend yourself. I have added a couple new cards this week, so I'm hoping that will be enough to push me over because I've just been barely missing it, but we shall see. Nice little conversations you guys are having in the chat. It's also nice you can do these high attack, low defense combos at the beginning as well, because there's not too many high attacks coming in at the start. Let's see. I'm going to do one of these, even though I don't want to, but because if I look at this, I'd rather... I don't think I want to do either of those combos because it's not going to really help me in the long run, but this will end this. And then I'll do one more round with these bosses before I switch to my other attack mode. So, I had a couple questions pop up from my video I recorded. Oh gosh, I can't... Was that last week? What day are we on? We're on Tuesday, so yes, it was last week. In relation to the new ideas for Little Alchemist, and you guys had so many great comments on the video, so I appreciated that. I think what I'm going to end up doing is making a video sometime later this week based on those comments, and I'll just kind of highlight the comments that stuck out or kind of had a little bit of meat to them and go through them and say, you know, what the... Oh, that was a horrible thing. What the likelihood of each of those updates would be. I think I'm going to have to go with that. And kind of just walk through them. Maybe I'll even include some photos. But before that comes out, I was able to... I got to go backwards anyways right now. But I was able to defeat all the way through to the Dark Alchemist. So I've finished those up. So I will be having that video come out, which is just me fighting that boss a bunch. So that'll probably come out first, and then the part 2 of the Little Alchemist video will come out. Oh, that's what I'm doing. I'm getting distracted. It's a lot harder to do this live when you have to be thinking about what other people might be saying and doing. All right, let's go back to the comments before I continue on. Appleman said, I can make it to the very first cycle with my arena deck. That's awesome. That's what I'm trying to do, is get through the first cycle with my arena deck here. Or heroics deck. Oh, you're saying with your arena deck. Oh, that's even... how big is your arena deck, Appleman? Because I would think your arena deck should only be like 35 to 40 cards. Jark said, I can only make it to Leopold with both my arena and heroics deck. My heroics deck does worse than my arena sometimes. You know, that's why I said, Jark, I don't put my level 2 cards in there, just because it would do more harm than good. So sometimes not putting every single card into your heroics deck will actually get you further than putting every card in there. So that's just a little quick tip for you. Okay, let's continue on. Halfway through. I'm going to redraw. Okay, I can work with this. Don't want that combo, but I'll do this combo. So a lot of those comments on the YouTube video were very, very detailed, especially the ones that you made, Jark, so I appreciate that. That's going to give me a better jumping off point to talk about and kind of better understand your vision for what you're thinking. So appreciate that. Don't like that. I think I'm going to go with this one. Sometimes you do the not necessarily good combo so you can optimize your deck as well, because I'm looking for longevity here, and I don't want to necessarily combo my gold card with... that's a good option. With the only thing I can find, or the first thing that pops up, I should say. 35. Yep, that's what we're going to do. Appleman said, Vera, my deck is only 35 cards. The boss that gives villains. So you can only make it to Vera on the first cycle. I gotcha. That's the one I'm on right now. These are all horrible options here. You can reach Francois. Okay, Francois I think is after this one. I think I might do that combo there. Yeah, we're going to do that combo. Perfect. Joe Bro said, though I wasn't the only one who made the suggestion, I do plan on writing something out for a reasonable clan or guild idea that may help bring some more variety and activity to the game. Yeah, as I mentioned in my video, I struggle understanding the purpose of a clan or a guild. I've heard a couple of the suggestions. I guess my fear would be that you'd have the top players all join the same clan or guild, and it would make it even more elitist in some ways. So I think if they were to do a clan or a guild, maybe you could only have one person be the leader that's within the top 100 or something, you know. So that way it's a little bit more fair, and the if you're going to be battling against other clans, it wouldn't be too overpowered because there's one clan that has the top 5 guys in it, and all the rest of the clans can't beat them because they have such great decks. So I think that's my concern with this idea. Or in my mind, what could be a challenge. I think we're going to do that 21-7. No, I'll do the 19-19. Okay. Joe, yeah, part of your plan would include arena ranking balances. Yeah, I think that's important, because if you have too many people who are good on the same group or team, it makes it not fun for everyone. And I think the most important thing is while you want to add new content, you want to make it balanced content so everyone can enjoy it regardless of their current rank or level. right, this is going well so far. I'm on Miles, which I think he's the 8th boss, and I've got about 20 cards left, and most of them are kind of higher end cards. So if I play my cards right, we'll be good, but we'll see. I'm just trying to still get used to these. I think I'm going to do the science with the knight, but you never know. Okay. I have not. I think someone was asking me if what my type of conversation is with Monumental. I don't speak to them often. I've just had a couple emails back and forth, and I haven't talked to them in probably a couple weeks. I think we talked to them 2 weeks before we put out that video, and that's the last time I spoke with anyone there directly. So I want to make it clear it's not like I'm best friends with them or we're hanging out or anything like that. But I think I'm going to go there. But we are hoping that once they kind of have control over the game at the end of this month, that there'll be a little bit more communication with us. I think they're kind of waiting until the game's in their hands before they make any official news or announcements or anything. Jark. Also, someone mentioned the tournament standard, where all cards are automatically leveled or nerfed to level 4 or 5. So perhaps that could be put into play with the idea of clans. Not 100% sure about how I feel about the idea of guilds, but if it works, I'd be down. Yeah, but okay. So, I'm an old guy, kind of. Oh, I should put this down a little bit. Sorry, I'm leaning forward for the microphone and realize I'm blocking my mouth off the screen. So I'm an old guy. I've been playing games since I was a kid, and this week is the 20th anniversary for Runescape, and I've been playing that the whole time. I started playing it before anyone knew it existed. I was a nerdy kid in school, I guess you could say. But they put in guilds into the game, I don't know how long ago, 5-10 years ago. And it wasn't until this past month that I finally joined a guild for the first time. It's just not something I have ever been interested in or something I cared about. But I also play that game extremely casually. So I got my first level 99 in RuneScape this year after all this time, because I play it when I've got some free time to myself. It looks like I'm not going to do it here, guys. I'm sorry. I thought I'd be able to do it this round, but I'm going to run out of cards here. Joe said, Citadel guilds aren't fun, but games like Clash of Clans I like. What skill? Okay, so my username in RuneScape is the same as on here, so it's UndrDawg. So let me see if I can find myself and tell you guys about myself on RuneScape real quick before I get beat by Ella. So my first 99 was one of the easy ones to get. Let me go by rank. These already are ranked by level. So my first 99 was fire making. I think I got that this summer during a double experience weekend or something. But then in the last couple weeks, I've been not working because it was Christmas, so I had a couple days off. So I was able to get Herblore and Construction to 99, and those are both pretty difficult to get to 99. Construction costs a lot of money, and Herblore just takes a lot of time. And then two other skills. Skills can only go to 99 for the most part, but there are some skills that can go above 99. And so they introduced a new skill this year called Archaeology, and that one can get up to 120, and I'm currently at level 119. So I'm hoping sometime this month I'll be able to hit 120 on that. And then the other skill that I have above 99 in RuneScape is Invention, which is currently 106. Alright, and that's enough of that. I'm going to close out of that and get back to the chat here so I can see what you guys are saying. Alright. Mealy Ma, you're very encouraging that I'm doing really good, but you have to understand that I have no more cards. This is the rest of my cards right here. So I have to be strategizing figuring out what my best option is. I've got a 23, which I think is going to be the best attack I can do, but I think I'd rather do the 22. I'll start with the 22, and then I'll do the 15, 16 here, and then I lose and I cry because I get so close and I keep failing. But it's all right. You know, that's part of this fun here, is trying and learning and growing and failing a lot. I'm also at the point in Arena, I'll show you guys that real quick, but I'm at the point in Arena where I'm at my wall, and so I win a game and then I lose a game, or win a game then lose two, or so on and so forth. So part of the problem is everyone that I'm facing right now has such higher starting health versus where I start. Like you can see here, my opponent has 54 health versus my 37, so that's just already puts me at a disadvantage. And then on top of that, I don't have the optimal strategy where I have 30 combo cards and 5 final forms. So it's basically a luck of my draw to tell me if I'm gonna to win or not. All right, this is a tricky spot. I think I'm gonna have to do one more attack and hope I messed up. All right, so I lost there, but I knew if I had used my final form card, I would not beat him because he had too much health left. So that's the luck of the draw of the cards. But I hope this shows you guys that if you're in a spot where you have a wall, that it's not just you. Everyone has their walls that they face. I'm going to redraw. Did not like that hand. And like I said, I just re-optimized my deck here, and I don't think I like it as much because I didn't adjust the points for a card being fused, and so it took out 2 of my fused cards and replaced them with level 4 cards, and I think that was just enough to make it so it's not that great of a deck anymore, or it's not as optimal to get the 5 orbs in time. Joe said, is there a reason you don't have the Onyx Fragment card in your Arena deck because of... is the reason you don't have the Onyx Frag card in your Arena deck because of defense? There's a couple reasons. So let me go back. That's a great question. So yeah, I do have one Onyx Fragment card, the Clown card here. First, it only has 20 attack or 20 damage that it would do. And if you look at the players I'm playing, when I get to my full orb count, they typically have still somewhere between 30 to 45 of their health left when I use my final form. So if I was to use the Clown card, it wouldn't be effective, and then I'd hurt myself there. So that's part of it. But I typically will wait on Onyx final form cards until they get to at least level 3. So let me go to my rarity here. I'll show you. So this is when it gets to level 2, it'd be at the 24 attack. When it gets to level 3, it would be at 28, which there are times when the other opponent's health would be at that 28 health left. Not always, but it would be a no-brainer once you get to level 4 or level 5. But for me, where I'm at in the arena, it doesn't really make sense to put this card in because it's not going to finish the players I'm playing against off. Tap Doge, how you doing? I'm doing well, J-Man Slam. How are you doing? I was doing some arena, but I'm playing a little bit of heroics here before I go back and try it one more time. I like fighting against Ian because, as you can see, he only has 37 health versus everyone else I play that's in the 50s. So I feel like I actually have a chance when I play against this guy. So if you're in the chat or you're watching this video, thank you so much, Ian, for not having a lot of health yet. I appreciate it. I'm sure you appreciate me having the same amount of health as you. Oh man, I got lucky there. See, I just did 49 damage to him with this. That's the other thing. It's I would be more open to using that Onyx Final Form card if it were a critical strike, but because it's a crushing blow, it's not as useful. Also, shout out to Sub to Pewd. If you'd like to sub to PewDiePie, you can do so. He does not need my sponsorship or endorsement. That guy's doing very well for himself. Let's see. Outside of this, so outside of Little Alchemist, what have I been doing with my life? Been playing RuneScape, like I said, but I also play Fortnite terribly. I grew up with Counter-Strike as kind of the big shooter that was around, and I don't know if they still have these in the States, but I would go to a PC gaming cafe to play the game after school because it was a block away from my school. Because typically, one, you didn't have really good internet at your house when you had dial-up, and two, they had a much better computer versus me. So this is not good. I picked this person because about 15% of the time they use the Master Alchemist for their final form right now, and so I get another chance. But they also have Charles. That's not going to help me this round, but sometimes I'm able to get one more attack in and beat him. But usually I lose against him, but it's better than the guarantee loss from everyone else I've played at this range. And then again, I have 3 choices here, and so I choose the one that has slightly less health. J-Man Slam, rank 34 with a second account. Nice. Well, I appreciate that. This is kind of my main account for now, though. So, unless I get UndrDawg back, that's why I'm focused and grinding and getting them up. We shall see what happens long term. I'm still crossing my fingers. Something happens so I can get that account back. It would be nice, but if not, I'll focus and invest in UndrDawg instead. Joe Bro asked, will you play both if you get UndrDawg back? I will probably do something similar to what I was doing previously, where I focused most of my time and attention on UndrDawg, and then I would use UndrDawg for kind of beginner guide training. These are horrible options here. I'm going to have to do that option. Yeah, UndrDawg is a significantly better account than UndrDawg. I know UndrDawg has those 5 Onyx cards, which is great, and a lot of people do not even have 5 Onyx cards, so I shouldn't be complaining about that. But it's the equivalent of if you ever go into the free mode. So let me go to the free battle, where you can look as worldwide. If you do the fight option here with Jokovic versus any of these other people that are in the top 5, the quality of his deck is so much better than everyone else's, just because of the amount of Onyx combo cards he has that are fused and just great. And the same was true for UndrDawg versus UndrDawg. UndrDawg would normally be ranked 2 to 4 in the arena. There's no way you can beat Jokovic because that guy's a machine. He and I've talked a couple times, but he loves this game, and so he gets up and plays it all the time. And as you can see, there's no one really even close to him in terms of his score or the wins. And I really tried one of the arena seasons to beat him. And there's just no way. I spent so much time focused on it, and just couldn't do it. So I'm not going to use my critical strike right here because I'm hoping... Oh, no, I messed up again. Oh, well. I was hoping that he would not use that, but he did. But yeah, Jokovic's a beast. He's hands down the GOAT in this game. But I would prefer to have TapDawg for the fun and all the time and back in the day the money I invested into it. I didn't invest a lot of money, but it's the only game I ever spent money on my phone. I play the game that's kind of taken its spot on my phone as my daily distraction has been Emoji Blitz, which is a Disney version of the Diamond Bejeweled game where you got to match things on the screen. But it's not nearly as fun as this game or strategic. It's more of just luck based and trying to match the 3 items in a row. The thing I like about that, though, is you do get to collect characters, and since it's a Disney property, you get all the Disney characters, and I'm a big Disney fan, so that's kind of what made me like that. No, not deck 2, deck 3. And we're going to go back to Master Healer. So I'll do one more round of Heroics, I think, and then call it for the night. Oh, you know what? Before I do Heroics, I saw that I have 26 energy, so I'm going to switch to my main deck and do my regular battle here real quick. Sorry. I got a couple things here. Question from, I hope I'm saying this right, Mealyma. I have enough gems to get 10 portal keys, and I have the space event coming up. But I also want different gold combo cards from the store, but there isn't much packs. What should I do? It looks like someone responded. Jark said, I'd say wait and save your gems for either the space pack or wait for new packs to be released. I think I'd agree with Jark there, where you either use them on the space pack or wait for the new packs whenever they'll come in a couple months. Because the quality of cards that come from the limited time packs is so much greater than what you would get from anything that's currently in the game. Even the 10 gold combo cards that you get from the events are not that great. I mean, they're better than nothing, but if you really want to have the best combos you can make, you need to have the combo cards for that come from the limited time events. Let's do that. Joe Burr asked, was Winter also up there at one point? I can't remember the name. Yeah, there was someone named Winter. There's a couple people who have left the game that I'm trying to get back. Some of them, like I said, are locked out of their accounts or lost their accounts, and I'm hoping that there's some way we can get those accounts restored, because I would hate for them to have spent years on this game and then they just lost it because they broke their phone or they switched from Android to iPhone or vice versa. And so it would be really nice if we could get everyone back. Someone mentioned just using a username and password, and I think that would probably be the easiest way to be able to have an account, and that way you can switch devices freely. I don't know how difficult that would be on the developer end, but I feel like that wouldn't be too hard to have everyone create a username and password to log in and have two-factor authentication. I see Mrs. TapDawg is in the chat. That is my wife, guys. I see exclamation points from her. Hello, Mrs. TapDawg. You are very beautiful, and I love you. Donut Dunker, what should I do to get better cards and get better at the game? I would recommend, if you haven't already, watch our beginner guide series on YouTube. A Little Alchemist Helper is our YouTube channel for both myself and Mr. Andersam, and we've got about 20 videos on there for beginners, teaching you about the basics of the game, how to play it, how to get cards, what to do, what not to do. So if you go to our YouTube channel, there's playlists. Go on to the Beginner Guides playlist and watch those videos. J-Man Slam said, I had like $15 left on my phone, and since the game was getting revived, I got the starter packs and got martial arts and fish. Are they good? I feel like martial arts might be, but I don't think fish is. Let me see. I used to have. Actually, I can pop it up on my phone here. Sorry, you might see. I've been watching the Georgia elections. Oh no, that's Fortnite. So never mind. You don't have to worry about that. But I do have on my phone here a saved Imgur for all of the combo cards and what we have them ranked as. So fish, yeah, fish is a 1-star. So that's not the greatest card. So I apologize for that. Let's see if I can find martial arts on here though. But I think martial arts might be a 3 or a 4. Oh, it might be even more. I'm not seeing it. Oh, it's a 5. Martial arts is a 5. So good job. Martial arts, very good. Fish, Jurok's trying to be nice. Fish is decent. No, fish is not. Fish is not good at all. It doesn't have a lot of combos. So, anyhow, just wanted to share that one with you. Let's go back here. Gotta reload the game. Joe Bro said, that was me for the user password. I'm using my old iPhone SE just to keep my main account that wouldn't transfer it with iCloud. I don't want an update to not let me update my phone or keep this account. Yeah. I appreciate that. That was a great suggestion you had. All right. I'm on not the right deck. Let's go deck 3, HP plus. Doing one more round of heroics, and then I'm calling it a night, guys. Let's see if we can beat Ella this time. By the way, how is the audio on this microphone? I got a HyperX, I think is what it's called. It's a condenser microphone, so I have to be kind of looking towards it in order for the audio to be there. So if I turn my head, I don't think it picks up as well. But it was on sale at Best Buy, so I couldn't complain that I got it for pretty cheap. I don't like that. I'm gonna have to go with this option. All right. No. This is not a good way to start, can I just say? I'm going to do that combo because I know I won't kick my butt too badly. Sounds good. Great, Mike. Sounds great so far. Great. Thanks, guys. I just wasn't sure. Master Y, that's his name. Mrs. Tapdog, I don't know if you saw, but my phone closed earlier and you got to be up on the screen. So you're famous now. Just want to make sure you knew that. I'm going to keep this in because Moon plus Water makes a good combo. That is a great combo. Wings and Cursed. I'm used to the combos I see in my arena, so anytime I have a bronze combo that can do such a great combination, I always have to appreciate it. I got Mrs. Tapdog does not play the game. I did get her to make a Fortnite account because oftentimes they have things in Fortnite where you need to have a friend play with you in order to finish certain challenges, and so I've gotten her to play with me a couple times, but she'd immediately die because you just needed to play around with a friend. But in terms of this game, no, she does not play it. She likes to play a game called TikTok, and she'll just watch various TikToks. I just like to tease her for it, but I can't really complain because I play this game and she doesn't give me a hard time for it. So I guess we call it even. Oh, perfect. Yeah, my wife works for Starbucks, so she usually gets up about 3 o'clock in the morning and works until noon. So She is usually in bed about this time at night. It's 8 o'clock here. And usually she's in bed, but she's got tomorrow off, so I'm excited for her. I don't know what she's going to do with her day, but yeah. Joe, that was very kind of you to say. No, you feel if I were playing other games on Discord, I would get tons of offers or people watching. I feel like I'm okay with playing this game because I've had one of the top accounts, so I feel like I know what I'm doing. But on RuneScape, let me see. I am currently rank 124,000 in the game, so not doing too well there. And then Fortnite, I started playing that a couple years ago, right towards the beginning. So I'm not gonna say I'm necessarily new to the game. I've been playing it for a while, but I kind of play it for the fun and all of the little pop cultural references that happen in the game, and not so much for being able to play it well. So it'd be like watching yourself play the game if you're not good at playing the game. That's the best way I can describe it. I wouldn't be very entertaining to watch me play because I'd die very quickly. I never do hot drops on Fortnite because I don't want to die. I want to stay in it as long as I can and finish my daily quests. I very rarely... I'll be lucky if I get more than a handful of wins in a season, and it's just when I'm probably playing against the AI. So, yeah. But yeah, like I said, it wasn't until recently I was watching someone on YouTube because I was trying to figure out how to beat a boss in RuneScape, and they mentioned that they have a clan that you could join. So I joined their clan. And that's the first time I've had a clan. So I've been in this clan for, like I said, about a month now. But I don't know much outside of the fact that I help with the weekly filling of our ores in our clan citadel. But and then I answer people's questions because I played the game long enough that I know the answers to most questions without needing to use the wiki or look them up. But I never did the players versus monsters in RuneScape, and so I have one quest left to complete, and you have to go to I don't know why I did this, sorry. I'm so used to playing against her. Alright, I'm gonna play this. I have one quest left to beat, and you have to go to 3 different dungeons, and I didn't play the game when the dungeons came out because RuneScape's the type of game that you can drop for years and then come back and pick it up. So I didn't play the game for a while when the dungeons came out, and so everyone played them and learned them. And now I'm trying to beat the dungeon on my own and horribly sucking it. Oh man, I lost. I don't think I've ever lost against Ivana before. That's embarrassing. And so I would spend hours trying to beat the first dungeon, and I couldn't beat it. And so I eventually joined these people, and they taught me that the weapons I was using I needed to change and get augmented and yada, yada, yada. And so I was able to beat it. And now I just got 2 more dungeons to finish. I got the first dungeon finished this past weekend. So I got 2 more to do. I'm going to redraw. All right, sorry. Let's see. J-Man said, I won some money in Fortnite tournaments a while ago, but I stopped playing. Let me tell you a story here, J-Man. I entered a contest for a tournament near me using my phone because I actually prefer playing, or I had preferred playing Fortnite from my phone before it got kicked off the iPhone store, the App Store. And I was really good at it on the iPhone. I would win almost every single game I'd play. Just because I'm used to playing mobile devices, I'm not really good with the keyboard and mouse. And so I entered a tournament, and I won a spot in the tournament, and it was an in-person tournament where you had to go to the mall nearby here to play. And so I was excited for it. I went down by myself because my wife didn't want to go, and I don't blame her. I wouldn't want to go either. And I was a bunch of like 10-year-old kids that were there, and me. And that's when I found out that it was a mouse and keyboard only tournament. So they had us all, there's 10 of us playing at a time, and they had this giant screen and everyone would be watching, and I felt so embarrassed because like I would die almost immediately in these games because I'm used to playing mobile, and I didn't know I couldn't play mobile in the tournament. Also, yeah, thanks for bringing that up. I entered the contest when we had a 3-week-old baby at home. Thanks, Mrs. Tapdog. So yes, I did enter it, but long story short, I did not make it very far. And now I feel embarrassed, so thanks for that, Mrs. Tapdog. Jobro asked, is it Guild the God Wars Dungeon 2 or ED1? It was ED1 that I was struggling with beating. It was the last boss, the dragon boss. So for those that don't play RuneScape, for this specific character, he has 3 crystals on his back. And what you had to do was knock down his health far enough that he falls asleep. And while he's sleeping, you get onto his back and destroy the crystals. Once you've destroyed all 3 of those crystals, you've defeated the boss. However, I didn't have enough DPS to fight this boss, and so I would spend like an hour in there just trying to get the first crystal down, and I'd eventually get it, but I'd run out of all of my inventory of food and potions and things like that. And so it was kind of frustrating because I could never beat the boss. I'm actually going to keep that for now. Go this way. Yeah, that was the right choice. I don't think that's going to be a good combo. I don't really want to do this. I'm going to go like this and hope I get lucky. Okay, that works. And so, anywho, once they taught me about augmenting my weapons in this guild, I also trained up my herb lore so I could get overload potions, because I was at like 90 and you need to do 91 or 92 to do overloads. So overloads give you a lot more attack and the ability to do more damage. So doing those 2 things combined, I was able to beat the boss after my second attempt with that new strategy. Sorry, Jark. How did I go against Ivana again? That was not the Ivana that was in Heroics. I accidentally went to my my actual game. I had enough energy to fight her, so that's what that was from. All right, I'm gonna hope I can do a bunch of damage to Xanthar real quick here. That was a good bet. 26, 25, 27. We're going for maximum damage that can be done here because I don't have a lot of cards left, and I don't think I'm going to be able to make it. Oh, well, that's a wipe again. We're going to go with that one. J-Man said, is RuneScape fun? I'm looking for something new to play, but I heard there were a bunch of scammers. Okay, so the nice thing, J-Man, about RuneScape is that it has a free-to-play option, and I know it just came out on Steam this year, so I would recommend don't pay any money for the game. Just I think I'm going to do 30. I think that's my best option. Sorry, I'm looking at these options. So don't pay for the game. Just do the free version. The thing that makes RuneScape incredible are the quests. So typically when you play a MMORPG, you're going to have quests that are like, go kill 20 of this pig and come back to me type of a thing. They don't do that type of thing. They've had one quest where they had you basically do a bunch of small favors. It's called One Small Favor. I think that was like the 100th quest in the game. But the storytelling within the quest is what sets it apart. So try out the game by doing some of those free to play quests. There's also, I think probably half the skills are free to play as well. Wood cutting, fire making, cooking, all of the attacking skills, strengths, attack and defense, as well as your hit points and things like that. So you can definitely play the game. In terms of scammers, the only way you can really get scammed is trading with other people. So don't trade with other people. What I would say, they have the game has its own economy, and so they have their own exchange system on there where you can buy and sell items. So usually people who are on free to play, a good example is they might chop down a bunch of the trees and gather logs, and then sell those logs on the Grand Exchange to make money, and then you use that money to buy better armor or maybe a better axe, so you can cut down the trees faster. So it's not that great visual wise. There's two different versions of the game as well. There's the old school, and then there is the what they call RuneScape 3, which is just RuneScape. It's had 3 iterations: RuneScape Classic, RuneScape 2, and RuneScape 3. But now that's just called Old School and RuneScape 3. They got rid of Classic, which was the original version of the game. So people who grew up with RuneScape, usually they play Old School RuneScape. That's the one that you can actually play on your phone. Not the greatest of graphics. The RuneScape 3 has much better graphics, but not as big of a player base, and they're working on getting it to be an app-based game as well, but it's currently not on the App Store. I think it's in beta. It's a game that I play, like I said, in my downtime. It's not a... I mean, other people might make it their full-time game, but it's fun for me because I'll log in and, like I said, go to the Grand Exchange, maybe buy and sell items so I can get my gold up. As I mentioned, I'm working on my archaeology. It's at 119 right now. That's a new skill that they introduced this year where you can uncover relics by digging in the dirt and fun things like that. And then the other skill I was working on earlier today was prayer, which is at 97. And I have, in order to get your prayer skill up, you bury bones in the ground. Well, that's the easy way to explain it, but that's one of the options you can do. So I've been burying dragon bones in my player-owned house. You can own your own house. Yeah, so I've been doing that to get it up, and it's pretty close to level 98. But again, the main reason why someone plays RuneScape is for all those unique quests, because it's not just a go fetch things. It's actually got a story to it. Outside of that, if you're looking for something new to play besides RuneScape and besides Little Alchemist, I think it would depend on your style of gaming and also what you have to play with, if it's your phone versus if you have a computer or if you have a console. But there's a lot of great games that came out recently. For Christmas, I got the new Legend of Zelda game that came out. I haven't even had a chance to play that, but that's a fun one. And then I played the original one, the Breath of the Wild, and so this is kind of a prequel to that. So I'm looking forward to playing that. I got another game too. Oh yeah, it's the Super Mario 35th anniversary. So it's got the original game from the N64, Super Mario Sunshine, and Super Mario Galaxy. And that's another one that I haven't had a chance to play because I was working on RuneScape instead. But let's see, J-Man said, I usually play League of Legends and CSGO. Okay, so if you like those, another game that I played recently that I'd like to play more but I haven't had time to play, that might be similar, is the Minecraft Dungeons, which, if you've ever played Diablo or any of those similar types of games. That's what Minecraft Dungeons is like. It's a lot of fun. It's got the graphics of Minecraft, but you're kind of from a higher perspective, like League of Legends is. And you have to go and it has a very similar feel to League, but instead of playing against other people, you're playing against monsters. So that's a single or multiplayer game. You can play with teams that all go into the same dungeon together. So that might be one to try out, J-Man. Outside of that, let me see. I pull up my... I use the Epic Game Store because they give me free games all the time. If you like League of Legends, you can always try Rocket League as well, but that's kind of more of a just playing soccer with cars. But yeah, I think that's probably some good options for you. I'm going to turn my phone on again so you get to see Mrs. Tapdog's face. I think that's going to be it in terms of my heroics. I did not get past Ella again today. I was hoping I would, but unfortunately I did not. I appreciate you guys spending a little bit of time with me here, and I didn't want us to be on too long. Usually we'll only be on for about an hour or so, but I just want to thank you guys for your time. I will probably cut and splice this together a little bit and put it up on YouTube in a week or two, but it'll be a while. I've got too many videos that I'm working on. But let's see. Before I go, Joe Bro said, would you ever game or get on Discord voice chat with people in the community to chill? I think I'd be open to doing something with people. Feel free. If you play RuneScape, you can add me. Again, my username on there is TapDawg. Fortnite, for whatever reason, I could not get the username TapDawg. So I think I don't want to open the game up here, but I believe my username is TapDawg 2004 or TapDawg 04. But feel free to add me on Fortnite as well. And if you see me playing either of those games, I'll gladly hang out and play with you. As I said, I've never done bossing on RuneScape, so if you boss and want to teach me or help me on that, I'd be open to it. I did my very first raid yesterday. My clan said, we need one more person to DPS, can you join us? And I was like, sure, I'll join you. I don't know what I'm doing. So I was the only one that died because I didn't know what I was doing, but I ended up still getting, I think I had to pay 300,000 gold to repair or get my items back from death, but my drops were about 2 million, so I ended up ahead in the long run. But I just thought that was kind of funny. But yeah, Joe Bro, I would be open to gaming or getting on voice chat and playing through Discord. That's what I did with the raid, was we did a Discord voice chat. But anywho, I think that's about it. Thank you guys again for joining me, and I will see you soon, whether it's in Discord or on YouTube or here on Twitch. But thank you for spending an hour with me. I appreciate it. All right. Take care, guys.